Feng Zhihua opened the drawer, found a document from it, and handed it to Zhang Feng. Master Zhang, this is the will left by Mr. Zhang when he was hospitalized. You only need to sign on it, and the inheritance will be yours. However, there is one thing that needs your attention, young Master Zhang. Which point? Zhang Feng took the will from Feng Zhihua, and asked with some doubts. Mr. Zhang specifically told you before he died that if you want to inherit his property, you must marry Miss Lin Fei, otherwise all the inheritance will be donated to the charity foundation. Feng Zhihua said slowly. Marry Lin Fei as a wife? Who is she? Zhang Feng was taken aback for a moment. He didn't expect that there would be other requirements for inheriting this inheritance. According to the provisions of the will, I cannot disclose any information about Ms. Lin. Feng Zhihua said slowly. That what Lin Fei is, isn't she a fat and ugly old woman? Zhang Feng asked with a frown. Master Zhang, actually you don't have to worry about Ms. Lin at all. After all, technology is so advanced now that even if she is ugly, as long as you have money, you can make her a beautiful woman. Feng Zhihua said with a smile. What you said makes sense. Zhang Feng touched his nose, then nodded and said, Okay, I agree to this condition. If you have no questions, you can sign it now, and the will take effect immediately. Feng Zhihua pushed the will in front of Zhang Feng. Faced with this huge inheritance, Zhang Feng has no reason to refuse. Not to mention asking him to marry an ugly monster, even if asking him to marry a sow, he would immediately agree. After all, Zhang Feng before had already suffered from no money. After Zhang Feng signed, Feng Zhihua put away the will, then took out a black metal card, and handed it to Zhang Feng respectfully. What is this? Zhang Feng took the black card and asked with some doubts. Master Zhang, this is the American Express Black Gold Card, the highest level bank card of the Centurion Series charge card launched by American Express in the UK in 1999. With this card, you can enjoy the world's top member exclusive benefits and services, and you can spend as you like without spending quota. Zhang Feng looked at this black gold card, and asked Feng Zhihua with a smile, Are you sure that this bank card can be used for consumption at will, and there is no consumption limit? Of course, all the consumption of this card is the internal bill of your company, and the total market value of your company exceeds 10 trillion yuan, so as long as the consumption is less than 10 trillion yuan, there is no problem at all. Feng Zhihua explained softly. Unexpectedly, there is such a powerful bank card. Zhang Feng grinned, ready to leave later, and give it a try. By the way, Master Zhang, this is my business card. I am usually responsible for helping you manage the company. If you encounter any trouble, you can always find me. Feng Zhihua handed Zhang Feng a business card very respectfully. Zhang Feng accepted the business card, and then continued, If there is nothing else, I will leave first. I'll see you off. Feng Zhihua said courteously. No, I'll go by myself. Zhang Feng waved his hands casually, then turned and left Feng Zhihua's office. 5 minutes later, Zhang Feng walked out of the elevator. Boom! A dozen security guards rushed up in an instant and surrounded Zhang Feng. Seeing these security guards, Zhang Feng was dumbfounded and at a loss. Little pervert, you finally came out. The black silk beauty whose breasts were touched by Zhang Feng before, walked out of the crowd at this time, with her hands on her hips, and said to Zhang Feng in a very disdainful tone. You delivery man, you dare to take advantage of our manager Zhao, I think you are too dead. Don't piss and take care of your own virtue, it's really shameless. The little beauty at the front desk also scolded. It's true that I was wrong about the previous thing, but I have already apologized to you, what else do you want? Zhang Feng frowned and said to the black silk beauty in front of him. What do I want? Do you know that I was almost disgusted to death when you touched me just now? The thought of being taken advantage of by someone like you makes me want to die. The black silk beauty looked at Zhang Feng with contempt in her eyes, and her tone was extremely disdainful. If you want to die, you can die, no one is stopping you, please get out of the way, I want to go out. Zhang Feng was a little angry at what she said, which was clearly Qiguo's personal attack. So Zhang Feng's tone became a little unhappy. You want to go out? The black silk beauty sneered, then pointed at Zhang Feng and shouted, if you don't apologize to me today, you will never leave here. Then how do you want me to apologize to you? Zhang Feng looked at the black silk beauty with sharp eyes, and his tone was very cold. You kneel down for me and kowtow 10 times. I will forgive you for what happened today. If you don't knock, I'll send you directly to the police station. The black silk beauty said coldly and threateningly. That's right, kneel down and kowtow to Manager Zhao. The surrounding security guards followed suit. At this time, Zhang Feng was surrounded by everyone, looking very weak and helpless. He didn't expect that the woman in front of him would go so far. He just accidentally touched her chest, and she made him kneel down and kowtow. What are you doing in a daze, brat? Hurry up and kneel down, the security captain said in a commanding tone. Zhang Feng turned to look at the security captain. He didn't speak. Although he was poor, it didn't mean he had no backbone. Xiao Tong, what are you doing here? At this moment, a roar suddenly came from behind Zhang Feng. Everyone present was stunned when they heard this sentence.